Alright, we're going to make vegan cinnamon raisin bread. Okay, so we already have the water, the maple syrup, and the yeast in here. The yeast has bloomed, so let's check that out. You see how the yeast has bloomed there? So we're going to add oil and our flour. I have a mixture of whole wheat flour and just all-purpose unbleached flour. 3 cups, okay? So we're going to pour that in. And we're going to put the oil in.
I want to put it in.
You want to put it in?
Yeah,
well,
me too.
Got really good helpers. Okay, you want to pour the spoon in?
I want to do it too.
You can do one. We're going to do 2 tablespoons of oil. Good job. And 2. All right.
Here's a little bit.
Thanks, love. Now we're going to pop that on and let it mix. And then we'll let it sit for about an hour to let it rise. Okay? Hello, we're back. Okay, it's been an hour and the dough has risen, and I took it out and put it on the cutting board with flour, and see how it's very sticky. Not very sticky, I shouldn't say that, but it's got a little bit of stick to it, and I have it floured so that it doesn't stick to my hand. My awesome cameraman had to go to sleep. This is why I'm doing it this way. Sorry you can't look at my amazing face. Anyway, so I'm gonna knead it a couple times, and then one-handed kneading. Oh yeah, look at me go! I'm just gonna flip it over and squish it. I like to do that about 4 or 5 times. And then what I'm gonna do, oh, we need some more flour. I'm gonna squish it, kind of pat it out, and then I'm gonna put the cinnamon in it. And I'm just gonna knead the cinnamon and the raisins right into it. No big deal. One of the wonderful things about making your own bread is that you know exactly what's going into it. Alright, so I put raisins and cinnamon on it. Now, I've never done this before, so this is kind of an experiment. So we'll see what happens. I've made this type of bread before, but I've never laid out the cinnamons and raisin like this. So let's find out what happens. So, as I was saying, it is really hard kneading bread with just one hand. So I turned the camera off and did it with 2 hands. Anyway, here's the final product. Well, you know, final product. Not yet. Anyway, I put cinnamon on top and I kind of patted it down just to make sure all the little air bubbles are out. And we're going to let that sit for another half an hour to let that rise in the pan. And then we'll pop it in the oven. It looks amazing. Check it out. Oh, let's put it in the oven right now. Okay, let's see how it turned out. Don't want to burn our hands now. Oh, it didn't rise that much. Well, that's because of the wheat. The wheat bread. The wheat flour keeps it low. But now, the most important thing you do not want to forget is to churn out the bread and let it cool on a cooling rack. Okay.